Game week 26, the biggest game week in FPL history. Nah, mate. I think it was actually the biggest. I like it. But don't worry, lads. Don't worry, as it's time for the Game week 27 Preview. But first, the Game week 26 Review. With the Game week average points being the highest they've been all season. Oh dear. Sitting at around 75 points. Easy, right? Yeah. But my team are the best team, scoring 86 points. Hey! When my old overall rank was around 66k, and my new overall rank is unlucky and somehow gone down. Like, how does your rank go down when you score 86 points in a game week? Okay then. But my new overall rank is now 70k, which is the biggest of sad, because now I'm outside of the top 69k. But my team and the massive double game week games finished like this. Where if you caught it on stream, thanks for being there if you were, you sexy sausages. I actually took a hit right towards the end of the deadline to get in the one and only baguette man, Luca Dean, into the team. How did that go for you, Bacon Boy? Well, hey, you're very, very good. Where he got a whopping 14 points and also being my joint top point scorer geezer this week. Hey. With the other options I was really considering and was this close to getting in, did absolutely terrible in comparison, so that is amazing. But what really wasn't amazing was the DCL captain blank. The real big DCL has been taken here. No points for him. Actually, no, 4 points isn't a blank. Isn't that how it works? He accidentally got injured and then came on and got an assist in the last game. No, he actually scored in both games, but also missed 3 penalties. That's his points, right? But I also could have actually transferred in Kane instead of a DCL, where I would have captained him as well. So that could have been more points. But actually, if I did do that, I wouldn't have gotten Digne in my team. So, actually, it worked out even better, hey! But apart from those fellas, Martinez and Watkins got in some lovely jubbly points themselves, but somehow managed to do that in their harder game on the double, rather than the down in the dirt Sheffield United. Like, okay then. The Man City trio, actually quite poor, you know, with all of them missing 1 game each. Oh dear. Like, it's almost as if they didn't have a double. But we did get an assist for Gundogan, and even a goal from John Stones. And you know what? John Stones' goal was actually the only goal I had in my team, but I still got 86 points. Oh. But then the Cancelo was also in there, who barely just got the 2 points in a double for the best defence in the league. What are you doing? That is unlucky. And then we had the other blankers in the team, with the only singular game week player starting in my team, with Bamford getting the big boy 2 points, Salah with the 5 with no goals, and also Bruno with the no returns with just 6 points there. But thankfully, finishing it all off was Go On My Son, who got 2 assists in the first game, along with 2 bonus points as well, and then almost did actually get an assist in the second game, but then it was classed as an own goal, meaning he didn't get an assist for it because Dele Alli assist instead, which is unlucky. But with his magical 14 points, they are very much appreciated. No complaints for him there. To get us up to a very respectable 86 points in this double. Very nice. But even after this big boy disappointment of the double, where it feels like the average was so high, but it feels like hardly any of us actually score points. And even with a captain blank, we are still a very happy chappy with all of this, as our rank is just outside the top 69k, definitely well in that top 100k, where hopefully we will never have to leave that this season again. Hey. And all of that is sexy stuff. But guess what, lads? It's actually time. What time is it? It's time to move on to the Game week 27 Preview, where my sexy team is currently lining up like this. Where the double game week juiciness isn't actually quite over just yet, with Man City doubling this week again. And Southampton, but they're so wibbly-wobbly right now, let's just pretend they don't, right? Definitely a no thanks to them. But our team is actually pretty already set up for this week, but I could still potentially make a juicy transfer, as I do have 1 free in my locker with 1.9 million in the bank ready to splash. But the answer to if and who I'm going to be transferring in this week is no one. Just a big fat no. Where I really think I don't need a transfer this week, I'm not going to go for it, as I think my team is ready, steady, cook for this week, but also all of my next few transfers are going to be used to try and dead end my team towards Game Week 29, so that I can then wildcard in Game Week 30. So the only players I would get in now are ones that I want to play in that blank Game Week 29, but there's none of them that really tickle my pickle just for this week, And, you know, I can just roll the transfer and look at that later on. Where you might think a DCL or a Digne against a Chelsea is pretty much a, no thank you. But, it is a potential that Everton could get a double in Game Week 28, as they still have a game against Villa ready to be rescheduled. So I've decided I'm definitely going to keep my double Everton, as they could have that double, but also they play Burnley next week, so I might as well keep them in. And I got a feeling we're not going to find out that rescheduled game until after this game week, so, you know. But if it does get announced before, then maybe a change could happen. But probably not. So there are no other fellas I want to be chucking in right now, and we're basically ready to lock in the team and get our preview predictions out for the games this week. With the first game sees Burnley play Arsenal. Well, that's exciting, isn't it? Absolute pile of crap snooze fest to start off with, I see. But I'm going to go for actually a 2-1 win to the Dicey boys. That's right, yeah, I'm going for it, mate. I'm going for it. He's going for it, lads. But, you know, I just don't really care about that game. So let's move on to Sheffield United, Southampton. Okay. Well, this is kind of just like the first one, but just a more spicier pile of crap this time, you know? Where honestly, I actually wouldn't be surprised if Sheffield United could actually beat Southampton with their terrible wibbly-wobbly form right now. Like, oh dear, what's happened to them? But I'm gonna be generous and go for a 1-1 draw here. Villa Wolves. Ooh, now we got a game. Where has the Aston Villa bubble actually broken now? And are they now starting to see the effects of no Grealish, no Partey in their team? Where Wolves, you know, starting to perform a little bit better. I mean, still pretty wobbled. I mean, slightly better isn't good, but it's better than it was. So you know what? Wolves could actually get the win here. Wait, no. I got Martinez and Watkins in this game. So you know what? Villa could absolutely smash the Wolves here and get the win there. 4-0, yeah? Alright. Brighton, Leicester. And yet again, a game where I don't have a single player in there. Wait, like, have I actually got 11 players starting? That's the 4th game here, and I swear I've only got like 2 or 3 players playing. Okay then. God, the first day of this game week is going to feel like a blank game week for me. What's going on? But you know what? With half of the Leicester team currently injured to pieces right now, I'm actually going to go for a 2-1 win to Brighton. Oh, hey! A bright ton of fun in that game. West Brom, Newcastle. Yay, I'm so excited we get to watch games like this in the Premier League, right? Yeah, It actually feels illegal to try and hype myself up for this and to think I actually have to put some kind of prediction to this. Just no thank you. But you know what? A clash between the Big Sam and Stevie Bruce. That could actually be quite exciting. But you know what? I feel like the highlight of this game will probably be Big Sam picking his nose, eating it, and then that's it. But you know what? I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to West Brom here. Liverpool, Fulham. Ooh, interesting, you know. Where the reigning champions have literally been, will reign on their own parade and completely forget how to play football. Like, what are they doing? It's literally just chilling. No football, just vibes, I swear to God. And Fulham, you know, actually are not too bad. They could have very well got a result against Spursy. So, could they actually get the result here? No. Where I'm still gonna go for a Liverpool win, even though it really wouldn't surprise me if they didn't get the win. But 2-1 to Liverpool, it will be here. Salah hopefully visiting the dentist and bringing back a brace. Yeah, okay. Or should we just grab him and chuck him in like terrible? Spursy Palace. Where will this be the one that Spursy put an absolute spanking in here? Or will the Mr. Owlman Roy Hodgson get the better of Mourinho? Probably not. As you know, Palace are literally a sinking ship right now, aren't they? Bye. So I think I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to the Spursy, but hopefully only the Son and Bale goals. No Kane, please. We are still the anti-King gang, right? Yeah, okay. Chelsea, Everton. Where I'll actually be hoping for a proper underdog victory here, with DCL and Digne in this game for me. But you know what? I could very much see very cagey 0-0 here. So why not back them to get all of their points? If they kept a clean sheet here and then they got Burnley next game week, very good transfer in for Digne. Our bacon boy approves of that one. Alright, okay. But yeah, I'm going to say 0-0 with that one. West Ham Leeds. Ooh, we could have the spine-tingler game here, lads, which involve the best players in the entire world here. Sir Patrick Bamford versus Jesse Lingard. Yes! What a battle that is. But you know what? I'm actually not too sure how it's going to go. Is it going to be a tight 1-1? Is it going to be a proper discombobulating 10-goal thriller? I don't really know. But as it stands, I will have 3 players on the bench from this game. So I feel like whatever way it goes, It's just not going to end well for me, is it? Okay, then. But I think the one I will start with is probably the big boy Bamford, just for the penalties, really. Otherwise, it would be Rafinha. But 2-1 to West Ham I'm going for in that game. And then to finish it all off with the double trouble we actually have in our team, with Man City having the 2 games against Man United and Southampton. Ooh. With the Manchester derby, I reckon it's going to be an absolute snooze fest, you know? With United literally pretending it's an attack versus defence drill and not going for it themselves. But I still think City will probably get the win 1 or 2-0 there. But then Man City Southampton, oi hoi hoi. Now that is where all of the spanking is going to happen. Oh, wowee. Where honestly, I could see a 5, a 6, a 7, maybe even a 9 goal game here. Southampton, could it happen again? Please, thanks. But now, you know what? Even though I think they'll do all the magical stuff, I'll be kind. 4-0 it will be. And that is all of the games previewed. But we still have one more thing to do. One more thing, boy! And that is who is going to be our Captain Dino. Where with my triple City here, I'm going to say I'm definitely not looking anywhere past them. One of them will be my captain. Well, lately, it's actually been all a bit up in the air, really, isn't it, of what of their players will actually play. As it feels like the Pep Roulette has actually got a new monitor and it's been going even crazier than ever before. And they still have some players to come back from injury. Oh, dear. But my options for the captain for them are the sexy Portuguese Cancelo, who, you know, has actually played quite a bit of football recently, so you could see he start both, right? But then you see he didn't start one game in the double, so it's just a bit like, okay, then will he? Then there's Sir John Stones, the one that loves the doubles, where he's been doing quite well, but now has still been missing the odd few games here and there. So will he even play in both? I don't know. And then we have the Gunda Goat, Gundogan, who has now not started in 2 games in the last 4, but one of them was for injury, and I hope one was more of a rest, as before that he started over 10 games in a row. So actually, I think he's probably the safest one to go for. So realistically, we still definitely can guarantee that any of them, even any City players in the entire squad, will play both of their games in the double here. As whenever you think you've kind of sussed out the Pep Roulette, he just chucks another random factor in there and all of a sudden everything changes again. So with all of that and all of the players, a bit of a rotation risk, you know? Who are we gonna go for? But what I will always say is if you have to pick between a rotation risky defender and a rotation risky attacking player, it's gotta be the attacking player. As you know, a defender, if he gets subbed on, he's probably getting subbed on to do defensive work and not have any chances. Where if an attacking player gets subbed on, especially if it's a Man City player, he's going on there to get all the goals and he could very much do that too. So that means my captain this week will be the one and only Gundogan. Hey, Gundogan getting the goal, lassos. Where it's locked in, it's ready to go, and I actually think he probably will start both games, but or at least play quite a lot of both of them, you know, and get all of the goals. Hey. So that is it for the Gameweek27 Preview. And to confirm, no transfers for me this week just yet, but if there's some other double game week news later on, then maybe, but probably not. And then Gundogan is definitely 100% my captain, locked in, ready to smash it this week. So that is it for today, or is it? As you can join me later on in my live stream Q&A chat that goes on, as I'll be answering all of your questions, we have a bit of fun in it, and I will help you with any last minute dilemmas you may have. So thanks for watching, and remember...
Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now. Don't let your memes be dreams.